Before we get into today's show, I want to ask this question right off the bat. Who do you want to play week 1? At Carolina? If Baker ends up there, that could be Watson versus Baker. Get your popcorn ready kind of game right off the bat. Or at Houston, maybe a Watson revenge game. And finally, kind of the easy one. How about just beat the Steelers week 1? Because now, look who's got the better QB for the first time in, I don't want to say how long in the AFC North, but how about we just stick it into Mitch Trubisky's face in the Steelers right off the bat? Let me know what you think down below. Welcome into the Cleveland Browns Report by Chat Sports. We've got a pretty loaded show for you guys today. We're going to talk about the latest Baker Mayfield trade update. I understand we've talked a lot about Baker, and it's like, come on, can we just get this over with? But we got some new smoke in the air about it. Then we'll look at Jadeveon Clowney and the weirdest, I'm going to call weird, new invention for a Browns tailgate. That's at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. But first, I want to remind everyone, or actually make an announcement. We're going to be having our first real scheduled live show. So we'll be going live here on the Cleveland Browns Report this Wednesday, 4/20. Make your jokes now at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 Central. We went live when the Browns traded for Deshaun Watson, and I've kind of just been bugging and nagging my bosses, hey, can we get a live show in the rotation here at Chat Sports? And they've finally given me the studio and airtime to do so. So make sure you join us this Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern. If we get enough people in there, that's going to help me make my case to my bosses when I meet with them later on in the week to get this a part of the routine schedule each and every single week. So make sure you're with us Wednesday, 5 Eastern, live here at the Cleveland Browns Report. First up, though, Baker Mayfield to the Panthers. We talked about different speculation and ideas of where Baker could end up, and we've gone basically all across the NFL. But now we've got maybe, a team out ahead of everyone else. So Mary Kay tweeted out, this was yesterday, of several Baker Mayfield suitors, or 2 days ago, the Panthers have the inside track to trade for him. So sorry, Robby Anderson, and we'll remind you why, if you missed that, why Robby Anderson would have to eat some words and try to delete some old tweets if this were to happen. But Mary Kay, in her article at Cleveland.com, said this: Panthers receiver Robby Anderson might want to start wrapping his brain around catching passes from Baker Mayfield this fall, because his club has the inside track to land the NFL's number 1 pick in 2018 over several interested teams, a league source tells Cleveland.com. So why does Robby Anderson have to, take back some of his own words? Because when the rumor came out a couple days ago that Carolina was looking at Baker, Robby Anderson on Instagram responded to an IG account that follows the Panthers saying no. You can kind of see at the bottom right there. And then some other Panthers account posted this out on Instagram. And, okay, so Robby Anderson, was that really him? Maybe, maybe not. Well, he actually responded to this by replying on Instagram with facts. So Robby Anderson has doubled down on the fact that he does not want Baker Mayfield as his quarterback. Oh, how awkward that will be if Baker Mayfield ends up getting traded to the Carolina Panthers. So type me if you want to see Baker go to Carolina for the sole purpose of seeing Robby Anderson have to walk into training camp. And Baker, he's an emotional dude. He's not going to probably just be very quick, water under the bridge, we're moving on from it, we talked it out. No, Baker's going to be Baker, and it's going to be very fun for Browns fans to see. Now, let's kind of backpedal a little bit. Why does Carolina want to trade for Baker Mayfield? Why does this make sense? Well, Matt Rule, who has not gotten off to a good start in his head coaching career in the NFL, he needs to win now. He's got the 6th pick in the draft. What does that mean? They sucked last year. But he started off 3-0. So what that tells me is he could not keep a hold of that locker room down the stretch. Things spiraled out of control quickly, and he has to win or else he's out. This is the NFL. This will be his 3rd season this upcoming fall, and if the Panthers suck because they went all in on Sam Darnold after seeing that he sucked last year, or trusting a rookie quarterback in a bad draft class, no, I think Baker offers Carolina the most upside. If you are just looking at ignoring the contract and ignoring the picks to give up, right? What quarterback gives the Panthers the best shot at winning in 2022? Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, or a rookie at number 6? I think it's Baker. I really do. I think Baker's better than Darnold. That's not much of an argument. So then you move up in the rock, paper, scissors chain, and it's Baker versus Kenny Pickett or Malik Willis for 1 year, just 1 year, not future career. 1 year, I think it's Baker. Now, if a trade were to happen, we'll look at a mock trade in a moment, but it's not going to be easy because, well, I say that, but the Panthers don't have a lot to give up. They have the longest waiting period between picks. They have to wait from pick 6 to the last pick in round 4. So they don't have a second or a third to give up for Baker. And Andrew Berry has been pretty vocal the fact that he's not going to take a suboptimal pick for Baker. He wants what he thinks Baker is worth. So here's my trade idea. Robby Anderson never has to eat his words. He gets swapped for Baker, right? That way Robby Anderson fills the Browns' need at wide receiver. The Panthers get a better quarterback than Sam Darnold and whatever rookie they were going to start this year if they pick someone at 6. And because Cleveland gets Robby Anderson, they don't get a second or a third. They get a future 4th-round pick. What do you think about it? Who wins this trade? Oh, sorry. Would you do this trade? A for accept or D for decline, or you could just tell me who you think wins this trade. Guys, Baker for a receiver and a pick, I don't know if it's going to get much better than that. I think this is probably the route Andrew Berry should go. So we'll circle back to this later on in a future show. But coming up next on the Cleveland Browns Report, are the Browns looking at Jadeveon Clowney and some other free agents, or are they waiting on the NFL draft? Are they going to look to draft someone in round 2 with that 44th overall pick? We'll let you know more about that just a moment from now, but we are 21 subscribers away from reaching 7,500. So if you haven't joined the channel already, please do so. Help us reach 7,500. I want to get there by the end of the day. So if you're looking for a spot to get free Browns content because you love the Brownies and you want the latest news and rumors on the team, you just want to be entertained and not listen to, Stephen A. yell at you for 30 minutes, well, hit that big red button and subscribe. That way you never miss a single thing about the Cleveland Browns. All right, moving on, though. Let's get on to Jadeveon Clowney and the latest on the front there to bring him back to the lake. So Mary Kay also, in that nice article she wrote about Baker going to Carolina, mentioned Clowney. And in fact, here's what she said. The Browns and Clowney still have mutual interests, but it might not happen until after the NFL draft, April 28th to 30th. Clowney, 29, has had some contact with his former Texans teammate, Watson. The Browns are also considering other free agent defensive ends, including former Bill Jerry Hughes, 33 years old, and former Chief Melvin Ingram, 32. They've also scouted the top college prospects and could select an end with number 44 pick in the draft. So here's my kind of takeaway from that. Is the Browns' plan A to draft a guy at number 44? Let's say they love someone like Arnold Ebiketie or whoever you like a lot in this NFL draft class that's going to be a round 2 pick edge. But if that guy gets picked before them, like, all right, if we can't get our guy, the one defensive end we love in this draft class, then we'll go get Clowney in free agency afterwards. I wonder if that's their plan A and plan B after seeing what Mary Kay said. So if you had to pick one, which route would you rather go? Would you rather draft an edge rusher? If that's the case, type draft. Or if you'd rather just run it back with Clowney. The guy had 9 sacks last year. We got a nice Batman and Robin duo growing between him and Garrett. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's just bring him back for a team-friendly deal. Type 90 down below. And while you're down there, I've got a link to our Rumble page. So follow us over at rumble.com/Browns Report. We're number 3rd at Chat Sports, and that's something I'm very proud of, and that's a big testament to you, the Dog Pound, for showing up and showing that the Browns fans are some of the best in the NFL and some of the most engaged in the NFL. I'm trying to catch up to the Raiders and the Chiefs report here, so make sure you follow us, rumble.com/Browns Report, another up-and-coming video platform service we are on. The 2 players outside of Clowney that Mary Kay mentioned, Melvin Ingram and Jerry Hughes. If you just compare their stats in 2021, it's a landslide, guys. I mean, you could combine Ingram and Hughes, and they don't touch Clowney. And Clowney didn't even play a full season. He only played in 14 games. So I think if I'm the Browns, of course you want to bring back Clowney. Now, I don't think Ingram or Jerry Hughes is a bad consolation prize. Sure, they had a bit of a down year, but Melvin Ingram really found himself once he got traded from Pittsburgh to Kansas City. And Jerry Hughes, has been just a reliable veteran for a long time in Buffalo. Maybe you get a little bit of juice out of him with a change of scenery and you bring him over to Cleveland. I don't think those are bad prizes, but come on, it's Clowney. It's Clowney by a landslide. Last up on the show, there's a new tailgate feature, we're going to call it. I saw this on Twitter, and I wanted to share it with everyone just in case you're not on Twitter or you didn't see this. So I don't know how best to describe this, but the Browns are rolling out this new tailgate, indoor, cooled, heated room, outdoor, above patio that you can rent for games. Now, the going rate has yet to be set, but it's rumored to be somewhere in the $17,000 to $22,000 range per game. Here's just some inside shots that they posted on their Twitter account. You can see what it looks like. I would not personally want to do this. I mean, ignore the price thing. Even if it was free, I'd rather set up shop at the back of my car than be in this fishbowl type of thing with it looks like something Jacksonville would do because the Jags couldn't get anyone to the games. You know what I mean? This just seems a little weird. I'm not a fan of whatever this is. No thanks. It looks like you know what it looks like? It kind of looks like a model home for an apartment building that hasn't been built yet, and they're like, here's what your room is going to look like if you want to rent here. Maybe I'm alone on this. Not a fan. No, not a fan. It's like that scene in Benchwarmers, how do you feel about the moon? Not a fan. So I was trying to think of what you'd even call this thing. And I figured, why not just open up to you guys? So what should they name whatever this is? All right, whoever gives me the best name suggestion. I was going to call it the Mystery Machine on crack or something. Whoever gives me the best name suggestion, at the end of the live show on Wednesday, I'll give your name and a shout out on the show. So sound off below the best name for this new tailgate feature. When reality, I'd rather just go to the Muni lot for $25. One, this isn't going to be in the Muni lot. I can't remember where they said it was going to be. But to pay, call it $20,000 for 4 hours of, which, by the way, it's all inclusive. Well, yeah, I hope so. You pay $20,000. You pay a semester's worth of tuition. You better throw in a couple Bud Lattes and some hot dogs. I mean, that's just egregious. But, what are you going to say? So I'd rather roll that way. All right, that's going to do it for us here on today's show. Make sure you are with us Wednesday because we're going to be going live here on the Cleveland Browns Report. Have a live show with a segment and mailbags. That's going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern, so make sure you are with us then. But we'll catch you later with more Browns news and rumors here on the Cleveland Browns Report.